This ceremony has become a traditional observance for our unit, which not only provides us with an opportunity to recognize and award some of our outstanding cadets, but also to thank all the people and organizations in our community who support us throughout the year. We also want to recognize our special guests and local dignitaries that are present today to witness and support the NJROTC cadets and the NJROTC program. Mr. Eric Pravetti, the chairman for the Maury County Commission, Ms. Connie Green, Maury County District 4 Commissioner and representing Tennessee Chapter of Daughters of the American Revolution, Mr. John Brayfogle, President, and Mr. Klaus Lochman, Vice President for the Tom Bigby Chapter, and Colonel John Robeson, Sons of the American Revolution. Captain Larry Cotton, U.S. Navy retired, former President of Middle Tennessee. Major Mike Newlander, USA retired, 3rd Vice Commander. Master Sergeant Ed Overby, representing Muletown Detachment of the Marine Corps Chapter of the Military Officers Association. Representing American Legion Post 19 and the Scottish Rite 32nd Degree Mason. Miss Celia Parrott and Claudia Honicke, who is representing the Democratic Women of Maury County. Dr. Michael Steele, CHS Principal and our guest speaker today. And Ms. Kara Curry, CHS Assistant Principal. We are grateful to everyone in attendance this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise for the presentation of the colors? Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Dr. Michael Steele, our reviewing officer, will now review the line. At this time, we would like to recognize our awardees.
Cadet awardees, front and center. Master Sergeant Ed Overby, representing the Muletown Detachment of Marine Corps League, is presenting the Commandant Certificate of Commendation to Cadet Lieutenant Jackson Lawrence. He is also receiving the Patriot Medal for enlisting into the Tennessee National Air Guard. Good. Yeah, I said it, sir. Yeah, he's also receiving the Patriot Medal for enlisting in the Tennessee Air National Guard. Yes, sir. Thank you for your service. Major Mike Newlander, U.S. Army retired and 32nd degree Mason, is presenting the Scottish Rite Award to Cadet Ensign Lex Britt. Major Newlander is also awarding the National Sojourners Award to Cadet Lieutenant Owen Bishop for his leadership and dedication. Major Newlander is also the 3rd Vice Commander, American Legion Post 19, and is presenting the American Legion Academic Excellence Medal to Cadet Commander Charisma Phelps, Battalion Commanding Officer. She is also receiving the NJROTC Leadership Medal. Major Newlander is also presenting the American Legion Leadership Excellence Medal to Cadet Lieutenant Brock Hicks. He is also receiving a $500 scholarship from the American Legion Post 19. Captain Larry Cotton, former president of Middle Tennessee chapter of the Military Officers Association, will now be presenting the Military Officers Association Award to Cadet Lieutenant Savannah Honey. She is also receiving a $500 scholarship from Major Mike Newlander of American Legion Post 19, as well as the NJROTC Leadership Medal. Captain Cotton will be presenting the Navy League Theodore Roosevelt Youth Medal to Cadet Lieutenant Commander Carson McDougal, Deputy Battalion Commander, for his dedication in supporting the NJROTC program. In recognition for outstanding leadership, Mr. Klaus Lockman will be presenting the Sons of American Revolution JRTC Award to Cadet Lieutenant Junior Grade Witten Stevens, Alpha Company Commanding Officer. The Tanasi Chapter of Daughters of the American Revolution Award will be presented by District 4 County Commissioner, Miss Connie Green. This year's recipient is Cadet Ensign Madison Smith, Executive Officer. Ms. Celia Parrott is presenting from the Murray County Democratic Women's Club, awarding to the Outstanding Female Naval Science 1 Cadet. To this year's award goes to Cadet Petty Officer Shaylee Kendall. Dr. Michael Steele, Principal, Columbia Central High School, will be presenting the Surface Navy Association Decatur Ribbon Certificate Award to Outstanding Freshman Cadet, Petty Officer 3rd Class, Gabby Booker. Dr. Steele will be presenting the Medal and Certificate of Excellence for displaying extraordinary excellence as an NS1.5 NJROTC cadet. Zachary Hupp. Dr. Steele is presenting the Cadet of the Year Award medal to the outstanding NS1 cadet for this year, Petty Officer 2nd Class, Braden Ellis. The next award is the Military Order of the World War's Junior ROTC Merit Award, presented by Dr. Steele to Cadet Petty Officer 2nd Class, Jasmine Rodriguez, for representing the highest attributes of citizenship, positive attitude, and support of the Navy JROTC unit. Dr. Steele is presenting the Veterans Foreign Awards Award for Leadership Potential to Cadet PO1 Dinara Mendoza. Dr. Steele is presenting the AMVETS Award to Cadet Chief Taylor Meningham for positive attitude towards the NJROTC, outstanding personal appearance, and personal attributes. Chairman of the Murray County Commission, Mr. Eric Previti, is presenting the Reserve Officers Association Award for outstanding citizenship, volunteerism, and support towards the JROTC program to Cadet Chief John Kreisel. Chairman Previti is presenting the National Naval Officers Association Award to Cadet Senior Chief Keevy Martin for consistently exemplifying the Navy Corps values of honor, courage, and commitment. Chairman Previti is presenting the Battalion NJROTC Medal to Cadet Senior Chief Lily Gaddis for recognition of the achievement and leadership potential. Chairman Previti is presenting the AMVITS Award to Cadet Senior Chief Joe McCraw for positive attitude toward the NJROTC program, outstanding personal appearance, and personal attributes. Chairman Previti is presenting the next award from the Military Order of Purple Heart to Cadet Master Chief, the Command Master Chief for the battalion, Trevante Martin, for his outstanding leadership, attitude, and fidelity towards the JROTC program. Last but not least, Chairman Previti will be presenting the Surface Navy Association's Decatur Leadership Medal to Cadet Lieutenant Jasmine Hines, Commanding Officer, Bravo Company. All right, let's give a warm applause to all of our awardees, please. We would now like to have Miss Erin Lawrence, Sea Lions President, please come to the front. Miss Lawrence is receiving an appreciation plaque. Thank you for your unwavering support of the Columbia Central Navy JROTC program, the countless hours of fundraising, concession stand management, fall and spring ball preparation, cleanup, and other support will not be forgotten. We appreciate everything you have done for the program, and your tireless support was integral to our success. Fair winds and following seas, Sea Lion President, May of 22 to May of 2023, Columbia Central High School, NJROTC.
Our reviewing officer and guest of honor today is Columbia Central High School President Dr. Michael Steele. What do you want and why don't you have it? Dr. Mike Steele. Dr. Steele was born in the North and raised in the South. He's been married to his amazing wife for 30 years, and they have 4 children and 5 grandchildren. Dr. Steele is a career changer, spending 4 years in the United States Marine Corps and 10 years in law enforcement. During his time in the military, Dr. Steele served as a combat swimming instructor, and while serving as a law enforcement officer, Dr. Steele served as a field training officer, SWAT team member, critical incident stress debriefer, hostage negotiator, and school resource officer. For the past 20 years, Dr. Steele has served as a special education teacher, school counselor, and principal. Dr. Steele has a bachelor's degree in psychology, master's degree in psychology and counseling, and a doctorate in educational leadership and strategic change. Dr. Steele is known as a turnaround principal, but personally just believes in outstanding leadership. Dr. Steele was the executive principal of Stratford High School, located in Nashville, Tennessee, for 12 years. At one point, Stratford was considered one of the most violent and challenging schools in the state. Dr. Steele and his team resurrected and reinvented Stratford, which is now an accredited STEM school. Dr. Steele believes in excellent leadership, consistent discipline, and an abundance of love for his students. He holds his staff and students to the highest standards, and the results speak for themselves. In his spare time, Dr. Steele enjoys spending time with his family, staying fit, and motivational speaking. Dr. Steele has authored 2 books, Hoorah Leadership and the Tip of the Spear Transformation and No Excuses, Train Warriors and Lead Survivors. Ladies and gentlemen, our Pass and Reviews guest speaker, Dr. Michael Steele.
Thank you. Cadets, attention! At ease. I was told I only had 5 minutes, and that was from the commander, Charisma, told me I had 5 minutes, not to go over 5 minutes. I'll do my best. I prepared some words, but I'm speechless right now from what I just observed and witnessed. It brought back so many memories. It gave me so much hope. So I'm going to go through my words, but I'm going to share some things, some other thoughts with you before we dismiss. But right out of the gate, honored, proud. Encouraged. So let me get on with this. Looking out all the uniform formation gives me a swelling of pride in my soul. Knowing what you represent and where your path could potentially lead ignites the warrior in me. Understanding and knowing what it takes to protect these incredible United States makes me worry a bit for each of you. There's a reason why you chose to be in ROTC. It could be the uniform, the structure, or maybe even the discipline that requires you to be great, to be a top 1%er that you hear me talk about on the intercom many mornings about being a top 1%er. The bottom line is you knowingly chose something that required discipline and something that sets you apart from the average. Never let anyone tell you that average is okay. It is not. When you accept that average is your life is good, you start down the road of self-betrayal. If you ever get to a place where you are satisfied, you've started down a journey of regret. When you get into a space where you make excuses for your failures and blame others, you started down a trail of destruction. Every problem you have, every problem you will inevitably have is 100% yours. You have the ability to change the outcome of any failure you have experienced, and thus choosing wisely, those failures turn into great moments of growth and opportunity. We celebrate tonight, been in all this ceremony. Have you forgotten to discover your why? What is your why? I can tell you up front, a big part of my why is you. This country, this school, my family, my friends, my faith. Have you discovered your why? How do you discover your why? Jocko Willink, retired Navy SEAL, says discipline equals freedom. Happiness and elation are illusions and only exist in part of our lives. But being disciplined and seeking out hardship and challenges teaches you to discover your why. And when you discover your why, you have a great chance at being free. Freedom means you are free to seek out and discover what you want. It teaches you to fear nothing and nobody. Freedom is what I seek every day through sacrifice and hardship. You are young now, but it won't be long before you start experiencing what I'm talking about. Cadets, give me a big hoorah. Hoorah, cadets. Louder, hoorah. There we go. Cadets. I want you to repeat after me, but I want to say a few words. In my capacity as the principal, I hear all the time about what's not happening and what is happening and how things are and those kind of things, that people want to believe that our future is not bright. Let me tell you something. With you in our future, it is bright. Okay, never forget that. Never forget that sacrifice and suffering are part of your success, a part of your future, and you embrace that, because that's what you do to make us great, to keep this country free and to keep us all free, and to make sure that nobody or nothing can ever touch our freedom in the United States of America. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Repeat after me. I am the tip of the spear. I and I alone am responsible for excellence in my life. I am the tip of the spear. I am courageous. And I act. I am principled and ethical. My integrity is unwavering. And my mission is clear. I lead with a passion that is contagious to others. And I accept no excuses for failure in my life, relationships, or profession. The tip of the spear makes the spear effective and powerful. I am the tip of the spear. A servant to those I lead and follow. I live a purposeful life because I create my purpose. And I have complete clarity when I say that leadership is about serving a purpose greater than yourself. I am the tip of the spear. And I will never, ever give up. I will stand fast with the knowledge and power that my excellence does not come without hardship and sacrifice. Well done. Cadets, with the help of your family, thank you, yes. Cadets, with the help of your family and friends and classmates, start developing your why. And when you realize what it is, never let anything get in your way of your why. That goes for your relationships, that goes for your profession, that goes for your careers. Never let anything or anybody get in the way of your why. Be the tip of the spear in all walks of life. It's entirely up to you. I have many whys in my life, and you are a big why for me. "20 years in education, and this is the proudest moment of my career in education." Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Steele, for being our reviewing officer and guest speaker today. We all greatly appreciate your support. color guard is commanded by Battalion Supply Officer Cadet Lieutenant Brock Hicks. He is also carrying the national ensign. Carrying the Navy flag is Battalion Admin Officer Cadet Lieutenant Savannah Honey. Carrying the Tennessee flag is Cadet Petty Officer 2nd Class Noelle Ramirez. Carrying the left rifle is Battalion Public Affairs Officer Cadet Lieutenant Jackson Lawrence. Carrying the ROTC flag is Cadet Seaman Sophia Asensio. And carrying the right rifle is Cadet Petty Officer 2nd Class Jasmine Rodriguez. The battalion staff is led by Battalion Commanding Officer Cadet Commander Charisma Phelps, Battalion Deputy Commander Lieutenant Commander Carson McDougall, and Guidon Bearer Cadet Battalion Command Master Chief Trey Martin. The Alpha Company Commanding Officer is Cadet Lieutenant Junior Grade Witten Stevens. The Alpha Platoon Commander is Cadet Ensign Madison Smith. The Platoon Guidon Bearer is Cadet Seaman Austin Troop. The Bravo Platoon Commander is Cadet Chief Petty Officer Joey March. The Platoon Guidon Bearer is Cadet Chief Petty Officer Taylor Minahan. The Bravo Company Commanding Officer is Cadet Lieutenant Junior Grade Jasmine Hines. Charlie Platoon Commander is Cadet Chief Petty Officer John Kreisel. The Platoon Guidon Bearer is Cadet Petty Officer 1st Class Gabriel Valles. The Delta Platoon Commander is Cadet Senior Chief Petty Officer Keevy Martin. The Platoon Guidon Bearer is Cadet Petty Officer 2nd Class Braden Ellis.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our passing release ceremony. Thank you for your continued support of our unit.